Welcome back to another episode of Hollywoodbets Trackside. This weekend we'll be touching on Hollywoodbets Greyville on Saturday, Turfentine on Sunday. At Hollywoodbets Greyville we see the running of the Grade 3 World Sports Betting 1900. Don't forget about the free-to-play Hollywoodbets Punters Challenge. Good weekend's racing. Hopefully it's a profitable one. We start off at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Saturday in race 1, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 9, Simbini from the Clinton Binder stable, Calvin Abib in the saddle. He ran a good race, went second behind Spirit Tricks last time, and with luck and running he should be involved.
Yeah, I think if he overcomes his draw and he gets over quite easily, I think he's definitely the horse they'll all have to beat.
Simbini has got a bad draw, but I saw horses drawn 1, 2 and 3 are all first timers. So that could help him. I would give him a fair chance.
We move on to race 4, and it's the first leg of the pick 6, and Anthony's best bet is number 4, Greenlight Sky from the Glen Cotson stable, Chad Little in the saddle. Her last 3 starts in the Western Cape have been good, and bringing that form, she should be right there.
Yeah, I think obviously the Cape Town maiden form I feel is stronger than the Durban maidens, and I think she's meeting the right field, got a very good draw, obviously dropping back in trip, but I don't think that will concern her. I really think she's the horse they'll have to beat.
Race 5 on the card, Hollywood Racing are represented by number 3, Kiwi Has Destiny from the Mike and Matthew de Kock stable, Sean Veal in the saddle. She ran a good race from a wide draw last time.
Yeah, the draw obviously beat her last time. She ran a really good race, and I think with a good draw and stepping up to a 1400, I think this horse they'll all have to beat.
This week from a good draw up to the 14, we're expecting her to go very well.
In race 6 on the card is a KRA Cup, and Hollywood Racing are represented by 3 runners. Number 2 is Luhamba Pambili from the Gareth Van Zyl stable, Sean Veal in the saddle. He ran a good race when third in the listed in full flight handicap last time.
Yes, he did run a very good race on a soft track, and he's normally a 5 furlong horse because he's got so much speed. So he ran above his expectation for me, because I felt that the 1100 could have been a little bit touched too far for him, especially being in the soft. Now drawn 2 over the 5 furlong, which I think he'll enjoy. It is a very competitive race, but I think he'll be there fighting out the finish.
He's doing well. He's in a good space. I think he'll like the fast 5 furlongs around the bend. He's fitting in a good space, and again, I expect him to give of his best.
The number 7 is Ziasha from the Clinton Binder stable, Raymond Danielson in the saddle. He's having his first run this year.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in need of the run. He had a bit of an injury after his last win, and he's been out for a while, so I feel that he's going to come on from this run.
Ziasha, he's drawn 7. Competitive field. He's going to have to lean forward. Let's hope he's fit enough.
And then number 8 is Hitamad Sunshine from the Allison Ride stable. Atenlium Khudra takes a ride. He was disappointing last time, and hoping to see improvement.
Yeah, I think so. He's been a very disappointing horse in his last couple of runs, but obviously this is more of his strip, but he hasn't got the best of draw, but we're hoping for an improvement.
It was a disappointing run from him last time out. I feel he'll be better at Greyville, but he is struggling at this merit rating, so just hoping for a better performance from him.
Race 7 on the card is the Grade 3 World Sports Betting 1900, the main event of the day. I'm in the camp of number 6, Future Swing from the Justin Snay stable, Richard Free in the saddle. He won this race last year, and if not in need of the run, I think he can defend his title. What do you make of this race?
Yeah, I think it's a very competitive race. Obviously, Justin holds the hand, has got the strongest hand in the field, and obviously I think a horse like Holding Thumbs must have some sort of a chance, although he does prefer a bit further, but I think he's a fit horse and he'll give a good account of himself, but I make the race a very wide open race.
We move on to race 8, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 2, El Ray Vien from the Duncan House stable, Sean Veal in the saddle. He's in good form.
Yeah, he's come back to very good form since coming back from Port Elizabeth, and he gets a very good draw, and he's a horse that likes to lead, and I think if there's nothing that chases him, he'll be able to dictate the pace, and he must have a good chance.
I think we've had more consistency in his work now. I think, like I say, the horse is very well, and I think he'll give another good account of himself. He's more than capable of a first 3 run.
And then number 4 is Regulation from the Justin Snay stable, JP van der Merwe in the saddle. He's my best bet on the card. He brings some good Cape form lines into this contest, and if suits Turk's course, I think he should be the one to beat. Then we close off in race 9 where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 11, Obukwe Bazana from the MJ Oendal stable. Sean Veal in the saddle. Her last run against Stronger was creditable.
Yeah, pity about the draw, because I do feel if she did have a good draw, she'll definitely be the horse to beat in this race. But from that draw, it is going to be difficult. Sean will obviously have to pull out his magic, but if she gets into a very good position, she'll definitely have a winning chance.
She's doing very, very well at home. Of the two runners, I would say Averni King just edges out Obekwe Bazana, but both have chances to run very well.
Racing on Sunday takes place at Turffontein, and we start off in race 1 where Anthony's best bet is number 1, Spirit Tricks from Johan Janssen van Vuren stable. Simone Kumalo in the saddle. She won a very good race on debut.
Yes, she was very impressive on debut, and obviously I think she'll be the one that they'll have to beat. There is only one winner in the race, and she has got a very strong form, but I do feel that she's the filly they'll have to beat.
We move on to race 3, and Hollywood Racing are represented by 2 runners, both from McClinton Binder stable, and Mandengawetu is number 2, Pierre Stradum in the saddle. Number 3 is Oldfashioned with Cabello Matsignani in the saddle. And what do you make of this race?
Yeah, Amangla Nguetu has been a little bit disappointed. He does tend to hang quite badly. He is a doubtful starter. But if he does take his position, I still feel that he's a horse that wants further. I do believe the trip is too short for him. Yeah, I think Old Fashioned's knocking on the door and obviously must have a huge each-way chance.
Old Fashioned, we're going 1200. I just remember when he went 1200 before, he just over-raced a bit. That horse, I just can't get that horse in the condition that I would like him to be in.
Race 7 on the card is the non-black type Betway Secretariat Stakes, and my best bet on the card is number 1, Royal Force from the Lucky Hood Alaka stable. Pierre Stradum in the saddle. He won a good race over this course and distance last time. He looks to be above average, and in this type of field, with immediate edge likely to need the run, I think he should be the one to beat. We close off in race 10 where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 9, Happy Wives from the Clinton Binder stable. Kawena Bib in the saddle, and drops back to 1,000, hoping for improvement.
Yeah, hoping for improvement, but I do feel that she does want a little bit further, and the 1,000 will be a bit too sharp for her.
I put Calvin on, we'll take her down with a pony so that she doesn't bolt to the start.